Dun 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 na 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 na.
Poor Alex Trebek.
I know. We're actually live right now,
replace
so if you
someone?
want to say something about that,
That's very sad that Alex Trebek died.
it is.
He just seemed like a nice guy, right?
Yeah,
He was just like
he
the
was great.
nicest guy.
He was
Did
a
they
great
replace
guy.
him yet with anyone?
I have no
I
idea.
saw Katie Couric was in the mix, and I'm going to say no.
Really?
First of all, I don't think she's smart enough. Second of all, she's just nasty.
There's a live stream. So I'm going to get you the... we'll be starting very soon, ladies and gentlemen. And we got the live chats coming. It's going to be me and my business neighbor, Ed Lynch. He's awesome. Talking a little politics. So let me give you this. Bam. If you want to share that. Let's let some people get on. Give people a chance to get on.
Did you send it to me?
Yes, I did.
I did not get it yet.
Okay.
What the heck? It's so close. You'd think it would like... Nope.
Charlotte chapter in the house. Nice.
I love Charlotte.
Yeah. Fuck that Dago Wop Pickles. Okay.
Is that what Charlotte said?
No, somebody else said
Because
that.
Charlotte would not talk like that.
Charlotte would not talk like that.
Nope.
No.
Love that Charlotte.
Neanderthal American saying baseball?
I like baseball.
Yeah. Oh, baseball is... That's going to be starting soon, right? Well,
Oh, we got a little time, right?
got like another month or whatever, and then it's going to be starting. Go over to Tampa and see the Yankees.
I like the Yankees. I used to have season tickets. When I sold my company, they took the tickets.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They took the tickets. They were like, no, it's included in the sale. And
So do you mind weed smoke constantly being...
Constantly, yeah.
I mean, you know that's what I'm going to do, right?
You do that.
I smoke weed constantly. It's like ridiculous. You know?
But it makes you cough.
Yeah. Did you send that out?
I got nothing.
No, did you send it out?
No, I don't have anything.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Nothing but respect from Charlotte.
I'm telling you, I love
That's
that
what they
Charlotte.
said. That's what they just said.
Who?
The people on there.
They like Charlotte too?
Still nothing. Why don't you jump on my Wi-Fi? You on my Wi-Fi?
Oh.
Do you want to?
Let me try that.
Look for Fat Enzo.
I love that dog.
He was the best.
Wi-Fi, other. Fat Enzo.
You getting the Wi-Fi?
And then there's Fat
it's
Enzo
like a
24.
24?
Go on 24?
Here, let me type it in.
Is it doing it now?
Yep. Now, did you get the message?
No, still did not.
I sent it.
You texted it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it looks like you're writing. See, like you're writing.
Maybe it's coming through now.
Dude, it so sucks.
Who do you have?
Sprint. Now you stopped writing.
See, that's why it's Sprint. Sprint sucks.
Oh, wait, now I got it. So what do I do with this?
Share that. Share that and tell them to get on. They could chat.
All right, copy.
Please be patient, guys. We're going to be on in a very short minute. Yeah. Third degree. No, fourth degree. Fourth degree. Fourth degree. It's if you get a you know, some kind of hardship or whatever, you know, if you look up Fat Enzo t-shirts, Google it, there's blemishes all over that, you know. They dragged me through the mud in the media. My name has been slandered completely. That earns you a 4th. I've also been to a bunch of different rallies. I'm a rally boy. What'd you say? 98.6 degree? Let me know when you're ready, Ed.
No, I'm ready.
You ready?
Sure.
Did you let people know?
I'm doing it right this second. Yep. Did you hear it?
Yep. All right, we're gonna start. Okay.
Sure. You should have a thing that goes like Wayne's World, Wayne's World.
No, like this.
That's me.
Band. Boom. What's up, man? What's up, Ed? How you doing, brother?
I am excellent.
Nice. Let me get this one a little bit. There we go.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Does it make you look pretty?
Yes.
Nice. I need one of those.
And you look good too, man. Listen,
For an old guy.
thank you very much for coming on my podcast once again, man. Cheers, brother.
Yeah, with the fancy
Friday,
San Pellegrino water.
San Pellegrino water. Hey, don't worry. You could look right if you ever want to, look right here. It's it's TV. You gotta play to the camera.
They should pay you for this. This is the best water ever. If you give him money for his podcast.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. No. I mean, hey, what other subject should we start on? Let's just start on this. I'm drinking a lot of these soda waters, right? Because I got gout recently. Did I tell you
true?
that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You got to drink like cherry juice, something. Drink that Cherry stuff.
Everybody says that. The cherry juice. You got to drink the cherry tart juice.
That's
Yes,
what
you
they
do.
say. And it's supposed to be really
Yes, you
good
do.
for you.
It's good.
I don't
No. But I haven't gotten it again because you know what? I actually changed my diet. A lot of these fat bastards who get it, they don't change their diet. I changed my diet. I stopped eating the shrimp. I stopped eating, I know, right? What, you like shrimp?
I love shrimp.
It's like bad for you though, actually.
I love it.
Shrimp, pork, the red meat, steaks.
No, all of that you stopped?
I mean, I am. Yeah, stopped it. I just eat chicken, man.
No.
Chicken every day, dude.
Nope.
Chicken. That's it. I'm
No.
on the African American diet. That's it. You can't eat crazy rich foods. That's the thing.
God didn't want us to eat them. He would have made it so delicious.
No.
Yeah.
No. So, what are you doing there? Messing around with your phone, huh?
Yeah, I'm sending it out to more people.
More mullet action, please. What does that mean? More mullet action.
I wish I had a mullet. I grew up in that time of mullets.
You did?
Yeah. That was very popular.
Tell me about it.
It's when I had hair. It was freaking awesome.
Did you have a mullet?
No, it was just longer hair and shorter hair. So, yes, a mullet.
Yes, you did have a mullet.
Oh, yeah.
You did.
Yep.
You seem like you did.
I totally did. And then I would have, like, when I was in college, I had long hair because I thought that was cool. And then I cut it all off one day. Did the Arnold Schwarzenegger flat top in that movie. What was that movie where he went on the island?
Commando?
Yeah, Commando.
Was it?
It was really cool. I did that, and it never came back. I should have just left it.
What year is that?
Oh, Lord.
It never came back?
No. Like
That's
mid-'80s, early 80s.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Well, this means you had a lot of testosterone, right? I mean,
No grass grows on a busy highway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I always thought that was going to happen to me, because my father was bald, and I was
But they say your mother's side.
I was like, oh my
Your
God.
mother's father.
Oh my
grandpa.
God, I'm fucked. My whole life, It's crazy, Yeah, those things are certain things I just hope doesn't happen to me. It's like somebody already had to take that for the team,
Yeah.
Like my grandfather, he had one eye. He had a glass eye. That's not going to
hereditary.
happen.
Yeah, that's,
No, I'm just
knock
saying.
on wood,
No, knock on wood. I just know it. I know from the universe it's not going to happen to me. He already had to deal with that. Okay. He took it
I'm
for
not
the
really sure
team.
that's how it works.
I hope that's how it works. So, but yeah, man, thanks so much for being here at the sweatshop. on a Friday night. Dude, so Ed, everybody, I mean, you've been on before. Just to bring everybody up to speed, Ed's my business neighbor. He's an awesome dude. He's like kind of like Forrest Gump in the way that Forrest Gump had like a very rich life, you know, like the rich foods that get you gout. That's Ed. That's his life. And he's always like doing something interesting. He played professional sports. He races cars. He's a business person who's an entrepreneur who's done all kinds of different businesses. Started out in t-shirts, and then now he's on to another venture, and you have the construction next door.
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, no,
Right?
life is awesome. Grab it by the balls always. Yeah,
Yeah, that's you to do.
yeah. No, you have to. I mean, if you think you can't, you're right. If you think you can, you're right. That's always the way it is.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's how you do it. You're the type A personality,
Yeah, a little
like
bit.
me,
A little bit.
basically.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you're rough around the edges, and a lot of people probably you piss people off.
I don't know. I don't know
No?
what that is.
Do
no,
you?
No, I totally do.
Okay.
That's my thing, though.
It is?
I've embraced it. Yeah, I've accepted it. And that's my thing. I like to think of it as I just tell them the truth, whether they like to hear it or not. So, and I don't care.
I call it radical honesty.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah.
But it's to counter the douchebaggery of people. I mean, it really is. There's so many people that are just so stupid and so opinionated. And it's like when you do methods of calculus and you got a big nasty problem. Just go down in order, be calm, everything is cool, and it all works out. It's when all these people throw in mix all this crazy crap and everything, it makes me nuts. That's politics. All these people that have all these opinions, doing half the homework and everything else. I mean, politics, look, when we started, you weren't in politics, and you were like, no, it's stupid. Now you're like more political than I am.
Tell him that. What happened?
I told you to get into politics.
But you were coming over, we've been, how long have you been over there next door?
I don't know, 3
years?
around
And
there.
we've been here like 5 years. So like
Yeah.
2 years in, then you show up over there.
Yeah.
Right? And, dropping by and being friendly and cordial. You knew Piazza, my business partner.
Yeah.
Right?
Loved him. Great guy.
Yeah. So we've been through some shit, right? And we know each other. But yeah, at first, when it was just me and Piazza, definitely not very political at all. And then somehow met Roger Stone and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean, it boils down to the Proud Boys thing, though, which you talk, which you have your reservations about. And
well, there's a lot of, and now I sound Trumpian. There's a lot of good people in, a lot of groups, except for the, crazy Israeli guys. But I mean, there are some good people, and Enrique is a good guy. He really is, and he's getting the raw deal. But when you surround yourself with people,
you met Enrique. I brought him over here,
Yeah.
right? He met with you when he was running.
right, same day Laura Loomer came over.
That's right.
And I told both of them the exact same thing. Don't do it. Don't run. You shouldn't run. And, I was right. So, it is what it is. And politics is nasty. They call it the swamp, but it's kind of like going to hedonism and then being surprised when you come back with herpes, And
Yeah.
and it literally is like hedonism. I've never been, and I have no intention of going. But the truth of the
They don't
matter
do any
is,
checks or anything like that. You just like run
Dude,
rampant.
it's just
raw
I
dog.
don't know, it's just
and
nasty.
give STDs out to people.
But that's Washington, D.C. I mean, they don't care who they screw, and they don't care from which side of the aisle they're screwing people. They just want to screw people. And we're the people they're screwing. So I literally can't stand it. But, because of how bad it's gotten lately, a lot of people that normally wouldn't be, like you would not have been in politics if it wasn't for the circumstances that we're in as a nation now.
I know.
I
wouldn't have.
No, and the problem
I
is...
stupidly got swept up in it. And I didn't want to move to Florida. I didn't want to move to Florida because I did podcasting up there, and it's easy to, when people go through like the New York metro area, it's very easy to get people that are doing stuff in life, right?
Yeah.
Through there. And I was like, oh shit, I got to move to Florida. Fuck.
Well, now when you think about it, it's awesome. I mean, it was 80 degrees today, and it's snowing up there.
But now, we're going through this thing where all these people are moving here.
No, they're going to shut it down. Biden's like, he's shutting it down, bro. Remember
you can't have any fun.
No. And remember when Trump said, okay, we're shutting down the people going to the Chinese people coming in here because of the whole COVID bullcrap thing, and it's a serious thing. Don't get me wrong, but it's the same numbers as the flu. So, and that's statistics, and it's from the CDC website. So I don't want to hear crap about conspiracy theory and all that. But like I was saying before, a lot of people got involved that never got involved in politics before, and it's awesome. And and that's the way it should be. I mean, I met some amazing people. I had people. I met someone, we talked about them before, and cute as a button. Met her because of a Roger Stone T-shirt, and so she's like, "Oh yeah, Roger Stone, Roger Stone." I said, "Yeah, we know Roger. Everyone knows Roger. We all love Roger." And so we're sitting down, talk to him about politics, and I'm kind of minding my own business, and because I do politics a little bit. And she was like questioning me, well, how the hell do you know anything about politics? And I'm like, I don't. I defer to you. You know it all. You love Laura Loomer, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. And she's like, well, whatever. And so then she said, what's your name? I said, Edward Lynch. She's like, I freaking hate you. I was like, what do you mean? I mean, you just met me. Give me a few minutes to hate me. And, but then we became friends, and
and she hated you because you're a crazy troll on the internet who
I do not troll people, they troll me. I don't go on anyone else's page unless it like pops up on mine. I really, and I'm known for calling people morons when they're morons. But I just, my point with the story was, I love seeing this girl Kimberly that I met with her friend knew nothing about politics. They weren't involved in politics at all. And because of crazy Laura Loomer, which God love her. I mean, when you put your name on the line, regardless of whether I agree and I tell you you're going to lose big or whatever the case may be, it's a lot. I mean, people go after you. I told people all the time, I've done podcasts with you with candidates, and I say to them, look, when people like you, no one dislikes you. When people love you, people despise you. And it's just the way that it is. It's politics. And so I tell everyone the truth of what it is.
Can you say that one more time? It's pretty good.
Yeah, not normally. I can't repeat myself. People always ask me to do that, and I can't. No, but when people like you,
yes,
no one dislikes you when you're a politician running. And then when people start to love you and love what you stand for and understand you're going to fight for them. Oh, I shouldn't say fight because now maybe I'll be impeached. But when they know that you're going to fight for them and they love you and they love, not love you, but they love the fact of what you stand for. But when you get people that are supporting you that much, like Trump, then
I was going to say like Trump. Trump.
Nobody look, Trump wasn't racist when he's getting all these awards with Rosa Parks and Reverend Al, crazy Reverend Al is hanging out with them, and Jesse Jackson, and they love him. He wasn't racist. All of a sudden people are liking him and he's racist. I'm like, well, where does that, it's insane to me what people do. When you can't marginalize the message, you have to marginalize the messenger. And that's what they did. Glenn Beck, cries over everything and whatever. But the thing is, he was never wrong. I mean, the one thing about Glenn is he would go, no, here you go there, and then it goes to here, and then it goes to here and here, and there it is. I mean, just he pointed everything out. And I mean, the only one that's crazy is maybe Alex Jones, and which kills Laura. Yeah. Hey, Laura, we love you right there. And you're like, I don't understand anything you're saying. And, it's just the way that he is. But it's his shtick, and,
But he's right a lot.
He's right a lot. Rush is right a lot. I mean, they really are.
Yeah.
And, so when you can't marginalize the message,
Rush.
you have to, it's horrible. But, he's lived a great full life. He's done a lot of good, regardless of what people want to say. He's overcome a lot in his life. An addiction to drugs, which, you and I both, especially with Piazza, it's heartbreaking. And so it's not easy to overcome, and he's overcome that. And that's a big thing. When you got money to be able to buy it, use it, and hide it, usually it doesn't turn out so well. So, God bless him. And I hope, hopefully he sticks around a while longer. And if he doesn't, I hope his last days are very fulfilling for him. And, he can go to where he's going, and with the knowledge that he's done good in the world.
Yeah. I mean, he did more than most.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
He really put right-wing politics on the map. I mean, just to bring it back into a circle, what we were talking about, you were talking about those girls, right?
Yeah.
And how those were just some regular Janes, basically. That's the point, right? Just like me. I'm a regular
They're beautiful, though.
Yeah,
beautiful people.
Absolutely.
That you would never expect in politics. And then, bam, they're like, I've had it. The only problem is when these people get in, they take it a little bit, to the point where they don't even know me and they hate me. I mean, they take it to an extreme. And then, and you got to get to the reality of politics. Democrats and Republicans, liberals and conservatives and libertarians and, crazy right-wingers and left, we pretty much agree on everything. We really do. I mean, we believe in having the right to be able to do things. We believe in that the government should help people that need help. And everyone agrees with that. But when one side takes it too far, the other side has to counter. So then all of a sudden it's like, we need to help everyone. And then the other side goes, we need to help no one. Well, there are people that need help. And we should all be for that.
That's an interesting thing you're talking about, because like, I think every action equals, yields an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why, we need to resist everything that Joe Biden's doing. Because what Trump did.
We need to resist the things that he's doing that's not good.
What they did to Trump was they resisted him the entire time.
Look, I'm going to show the same respect to Biden.
No. You're screwing this up.
The same respect that was shown to Trump
this is the
respect that I will show to Biden.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly it.
Listen, they screwed up royally by pulling that whole thing for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Because that is not the American way. The American way is you go along with the president, the duly elected president. The country, even though you might...
Like the left is asking us to do now. No, they're asking us to go along.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
No.
And I don't think that it should happen.
Every action yields an equal and opposite reaction. By you doing that and resisting him for those 4 years, you've purchased us doing that now to you for the next 4 years. Then it will be even. And then at that time, then we need a Republican to come in here to straighten it out, because Obama was president for 8 years and we needed the natural correction of Trump. You wouldn't allow it. He got totally screwed. They don't kill you anymore like they did at John F. Kennedy. They don't kill you anymore like they did Lincoln. They kill you and destroy you in the media.
Yeah.
Destroy you.
Which some could argue is even worse.
It is even worse. It's insane.
It's horrible. Yeah.
And they cancel you now and they do all of those things.
Yeah.
They've killed him. His digital footprint they've killed. Now they're trying to take away all his golf, all these things that he's in part of, all these events he's a part of. Look what they're doing to Mike Liddell. That they're taking all his My Pillow out of all these stores.
Well,
they're destroying his ability to make money now.
But here's the thing that people don't understand, and I wish they would. Democrats stick together, and they're brilliant at it. If there's a D after someone's name, they will vote for that person.
I know,
now, the only exception,
because it's collectivism versus individuality.
And
it's obviously
and so the only exception, though, was Bernie Sanders. If it wasn't for Bernie Sanders, we wouldn't have had a Donald Trump in office. It would have been Hillary. But the Bernie Sanders guys said, nope, we're totally not supporting Hillary. We're only for Bernie. That's it. And so that was the only exception with Democrats so far. Republicans forever. They get their guy. The Ted Cruz guys would not come over to the Donald Trump side. I mean, they just couldn't do it. The Marco guys didn't. I mean, they just don't. They get their candidates and they support their candidates, and then they have their own sense of morality. The problem is their sense of morality destroys the opportunity to actually make a moral country, to actually go towards that goal, because they're so adamant about their issue, that's the most important issue to them, that it's a purity test. If you are not 100% pure according to their purity test, you are not going to have the ability to do anything at all, because I hate you and that's it. I don't care. He's not my guy because he's not Second Amendment enough. He's not anti-abortion enough. He's not whatever their issue is. And those are always the two big issues. He's too anti-immigration. He's going to let, can you imagine if Reagan ran the way that he ran back then, he ran now, he would be obliterated in the media by Republicans, by conservatives. They would say, I mean, Reagan was the first one to grant amnesty, blanket amnesty, and they never shut down the border. So, I mean, it's a different world that we're in. The information that is passed around is amazing. It's so fast and furious. And so, we need to all come together. And I'm not doing a bullcrap Joe Biden come together thing and the Obama come together thing and all of that. That's just bullcrap.
No. There's no coming together right now.
We need
to do, yes, come together as Republicans to resist them.
So this is what I was going to say about Mike and his company. His company's booming. I mean, you want to really support a conservative? Tell them you're going to put them out of business and watch conservatives flock to them and buy their product. Mm-hmm. I'll give you a perfect example. Chick-fil-A. Remember when they were going to be boycotted by the morons on the left that don't have any money freaking anyway? Yeah. So, we're boycotting them.
By the way,
the right went.
You can't boycott chicken like that and then expect that demographic or whatever is not going to come out and eat there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, I do know what you're saying. I may not
Yeah.
agree, but
It's a chicken place. There's no boycotting that. You're not going to be able to do it.
yeah, but the thing is, we have the ability on the conservative side. First of all, we got all the guns, so who's going to do anything? I mean, that's why they got to get them. And second of all, we got all the money. When you look statistically speaking at the demographics, at who are the guys that have the money? It's usually the guys on the right. Who are the guys that are most on welfare? Usually the guys on the left. I mean, guys and girls, whatever. But the truth of the matter is, we have the ability if we stick together. And that's the message that we need to get out. We need to say, okay, look, you're going to support some moron like Joy Reid or, any of this crap that's going on. Look at Cuomo. You're going to support Cuomo. The guy's got to be out of office. Governor Cuomo is the most guilty person and is completely responsible for more COVID deaths than anyone else in this nation single-handedly because of what he did with nursing homes. And now it just came out, whoops, we were hiding it the whole time because the one girl that worked for him ratted him out basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think he needs to go. I mean, Governor Nipplering, get him out of there, bro. First of all, it's really creepy. And second of all, it's really creepy. I mean, he is like gross. So we need him out of there. The guy wins an Emmy. I mean, talk about crap. He wins an Emmy for nothing. It's like when Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize. For what? For crap.
Aren't they trying to give the Nobel Peace Prize to BLM now?
Oh my gosh, it's insane what they're doing. Today I loved the child.
Can we agree that this is clown world and everything is upside down?
Yeah, it's
and now
insane.
why is it? Can we pinpoint it? Why is it upside down? Because they did this whole resistance thing.
Yeah, but they've been doing it for a long time.
No, it was never like that.
Just that.
For Trump, it was never like that for any other politician.
No, not for Trump. But
it was never like that for any other politician.
There's always groups that jump in. There's always people that are hated. And like I said, they're hated and loved. Reagan got so much crap. Mm-hmm. Kennedy got a lot of crap because, they killed him and, so they didn't agree with him. And so it's always been like that. It's just now for the first time in a long time, we have the ability to see it instantaneously. And that's why it was so critically important for the media to get involved on the left side, which let's call it what it is. So it was so critically important for them to do it because everything is instantaneous. So they had to control, again, the message. And that's what they're doing. They're controlling the message. Didn't happen. It's like, I smack you upside the head. Didn't happen. Well, yeah, it totally happened.
Somebody said if I draw eyes at the bottom of my shaft, my balls look like Cuomo. Sorry, tried to post a picture.
I'm pretty sure we could do without that picture.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, it might be more attractive than Cuomo.
That illustrates it perfectly, though, man. I mean, what do you think about that? So he's responsible for the deaths of people in nursing homes?
Yeah. I mean, here's a guy that said, hey, I have an idea. Let's put all of the sick people with COVID in nursing homes. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, he didn't listen to anything, and he bitched every freaking day about the fact that he couldn't get anything.
But
Trump gave him ships. What about the ventilators?
All of these people,
in Jersey.
All of these people, aren't they they do it to themselves? Like everything that seems to happen, it's like they just set themselves up for it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then there's no repercussions at all. There's no consequences for anything.
But you could always see it. You could see it down the road if you're not retarded. You'd be like, wow, if I do that, this is going to happen or whatever.
But they don't care. I mean, they literally don't. So
now
it would be like us saying, hey, if we cheat on this exam, I'm going to get an A. And so the guys on the right would be like, oh, I'm really scared. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to cheat on an exam. And then they get caught. And then before they get kicked out of school for cheating on an exam, they quit because they're in shame. Whereas Democrats would go, didn't cheat. We're like, well, yeah, here's the video of you cheating. Nope, not me. Oh, I guess it's not you. Because someone will come out and say it wasn't him. And they go,
it's
the
like
media.
That song, right? It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just deny, and they get away with it because the media is complicit in this whole thing. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, look, hopefully it'll work itself out.
Why? Listen. Why is it like this? You know that it was never like this before.
We didn't have a media like this. It was always the newscasters.
We are in full communism now.
Look, Walter Cronkite was a hardcore liberal.
What happened to Gina Carano? Not to jump all over the place, but what happened to Gina Carano? Doesn't that show basically straight up that we're in communism right now?
We're not in communism. I mean, and here's the one thing.
But they go to try to destroy you.
But I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
And this is the one problem that we have.
Okay.
And where we lose every argument. And I wish people would stop doing this. Let's say, for example, Cuomo Oh, look at the Lincoln Project guys, right? You heard about that today and what happened.
Yeah,
And
with the Twitter or whatever, right? Or?
no, the owner of it was caught abusing all of these young guys that were coming in and giving them jobs and then abusing them all sexually.
Okay.
And the just biggest scumbags, anti-Trump guys, and that's not why they're scumbags. They're scumbags because they abuse children.
What do they do with the Lincoln Project?
They assassinate Trump every chance they can get. They raise a bunch of money by all these anti-Trump guys, and they put out all these ads that just obliterate him. And it's horrible what they do to this guy. I mean, look, here's a guy that gave up so much. Did he have an ego? Yes. Did he tweet too much? Yes. I mean, absolutely. But he did the number of things that he did that were positive for our country. He straightened out trade. He said to Iran, you know what? Screw you. I'm not going to freaking deal with you anymore. We had 0 wars. We had net negative people going to wars. We had people actually coming home. We had a booming economy.
My friend would actually argue that what he did was he just moved people around, and there was exactly the same amount of people out in war.
Yeah, your friend's retarded, and he's entitled to be retarded. But the truth of the matter is, I mean, what he did with Israel.
Brad Chatford, you are retarded.
I can't help it. And it has nothing to do with people that are mentally challenged.
I said
retarded.
He is too.
Yeah.
I told him right to his face.
No, he looks in the mirror. He knows it.
He knows it. He's liberal. He's liberal.
Yeah. But look what he did with Israel. He and Jared Kushner. I mean, these guys, Trump is the only one stupid enough to actually do the things that he said he was going to do when he ran. Since 1947, every president has said, you know what, we're going to move the embassy to Jerusalem so we can show support for Israel. Trump was the only moron, and I say with all due respect, that said, wait a second, this is a real estate deal, and we have real estate. There's a building, so move in. And that's what they did. And all of a sudden, and what they did with the peace in the Middle East with the three different arrangements that they had and pacts that they had with countries that hated Israel. And now they're getting along and everything. I mean, Trump was just stupid enough to do everything that he said he was going to do, because politicians don't do that.
But why right now do Israel immediately just went right along with Biden, right?
Well, they got no choice. It's survival. And you know, that's the one thing people have to understand.
But
it's
before
literally survival.
I mean, while everything was still being contested, kind of, they immediately just...
They had no choice. It's literally survival. I mean, the writing was on the wall. Trump knew he was going to lose. Everybody knew he was going to lose. Read my posts.
Yeah, but do you believe that it was due to fraud? Because I do.
I believe that there are a considerable amount of votes.
You saw the Times article, right? You read the Times article.
Yeah, and
you did?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you know me. I'm a wonk with this crap. I wake up in the middle of the morning.
A cabal of people got together to fortify the election. Those are the words.
Okay, so this is what I was saying before. And this is so important to realize. This is the most important thing of anything I ever say to people. This is the thing that's most important, is that when something is bad, don't lie and make it worse. So Republicans will go out and let's say a Democrat went out and shot 5 people, right?
Okay.
Republicans will go out and say, this Democrat went out and shot 7 people. And then Facebook will go, nope, they're lying. This is fake news. This is whatever you want to call it. And every single thing that the person said about killing 7 people when only 5 were killed, everything is false. So no people were killed. When something is bad, you don't have to exaggerate it. But we have so many people on our side that exaggerate every freaking thing that there is. And it's craziness. There is no need. When Biden, it's like, does it matter that he is creepy and sniffed 14 girls? Or does it have to be 20 girls or 6? No, he's creepy. He's senile. Maybe he's a pedophile. I don't know what he is, but he's really creepy. And he's really not. I mean, here we got a guy that ran from the basement of his house, and it's the only way they could prop this guy up. He's done nothing for 47 years. That's a fact. That's not anyone making it up. But if we were to sit there and say he did nothing for 50 years, they would say that's false. And it would be false because he did nothing for 47 years. So we don't need to exaggerate when something is bad. And that's what we do. And we marginalize our own message constantly. And because Facebook will put right across there, false. We had our fact checkers check this and it is false. And they're right. It is false. So it's like, you know, you being mad at me and saying,
because like it's just technically something
that's
stupid.
It. And so if I reach across and I smack you in the face once, and then I say, I smacked him in the face, or you say, he smacked me in the face twice, officer, and I'll go, that's not true. And it's not true. I only smacked you once. And then no, he smacked me 3 times. No, I only smacked you once. But when you lie about it a little bit,
as soon as you start embellishing it,
that's it. And we don't have to. When something sucks, let's let it suck. When the fish is rotting, let's let it ruminate. We
just
don't
be honest about it sucking.
And we don't.
It doesn't have to be to that degree of suckage.
No.
It only has to be the normal reality amount of suckage.
Yeah. Again,
that's it.
You're going to hedonism
and
you're surprised that you catch herpes. You go in the swamp, you're surprised that you get wet. I mean, we don't have to exaggerate the things that are already so bad. And we shoot ourselves in the foot every time because now the guys that don't want to believe us don't believe us. So when we're sitting there saying, look, COVID is real. Okay. I have a friend that died due to complications of COVID, but the guy also had open heart surgery when he's in his 40s. So, but he died. I have other friends and I have family members. My little sister lost her sense of taste and smell and thought that was really crazy. I do that every time I eat wasabi peas, but I'm like, oh, I got COVID. It's not wasabi peas. I burned my tongue. So anyway, it's real. But when we start exaggerating these things and going nuts, you get people that don't want to do the right thing. So you'll get someone that's got a cold or, whatever, or they got COVID. They will go places and take their masks off and purposely cough on people. If someone told me there was the flu over in this place, in your place, I wouldn't visit you for a little while until the guy with the flu is all better. I just wouldn't do it. But, there's so many people that are like, I will embrace this. I will never wear a mask, which I think masks are stupid. I think all the people that really fight for masks, especially the people that want to drive in their car alone wearing a mask, they should wear a mask. It should just be a plastic mask. And we'll let, Darwinism sort it out because it's just crazy. But we can't. So instead of addressing a problem realistically, and saying, here's how many people really died. Here's the mortality rate is 0.1 to 0.18%. The mortality rate for the flu is 0.1 to 0.2%. It's the same exact thing. It's the flu. I've always said it. But when I say that, people are like, oh, no, these people died. It's craziness. And then we don't address the problem. So the left, never failing to seize an opportunity to use a bad situation to their benefit, saw that, jumped all over it. They shut the country down and they destroyed Trump's economy. They destroyed everything that we had going, all for an election. Whereas they should have faced it realistically, then less. And the left, who cares about all the people dying and we should not do this, we should wear masks because we don't want people to die. They allowed people to die to benefit their political agenda, period. I don't care. It's not conspiracy theory. It's conspiracy. That's the deal. Because they will do anything to win. Republicans will not. We want to play fair. We want to do what's right. No. If you're going to be in a war, you can't say, well, I want to use the feather bullets because they won't hurt them so much and maybe they'll just be scared and go home. No. If we're in a war, we use the same bullets and now they're going to accuse me of inciting a riot or something. But the truth is, we have to fight fire with fire. We have to go and beat them and like Maxine, we need to go where they are at, and we need to go in their faces, and we, like the moron that she is, but we really need to fight fire with fire, and we don't. We lay down and roll over every single time, and then we would rather fight our own than fight the other side. We're real brave when it comes to our own. And look, here in Palm Beach County, we got morons. We got the Fredo Corleone of freaking politics here. And they just can't get out of their own damn way, and they just suck at it. And that's why we lose every freaking race that there is here in Palm Beach County. So there are people that we should go after. However, we should come together to go after the other side. And we don't do that.
Dude, you're like a hurricane over here. I mean, in this local political area.
I know. I'm liked or not liked?
And you go to the REC meeting, you said?
No, I won't go. It's a waste of my life. So, I'd rather floss my cat.
Tell me what the REC is.
It's the Republican Executive Club social every once a month Wednesday of people that actually do nothing. Some great people, but completely devoid of leadership. They have no idea how to lead themselves out of a paper bag. And it's insane to me. And this is the problem that we have. And this is why good people don't want to get involved in politics.
So Tom, our friend Tom, our mutual Tom Vaughn, right?
Oh yeah, Tom's a little crazy.
He went and he signed me up, and I'm a member. of the REC.
Yeah, useless organization. Useless as tits on a bull.
I have not gone to a meeting. Am I kicked out yet? What time?
I think it's 3 consecutive
When
meetings.
did it start?
And quite frankly, you've probably been more successful not going to meetings as the people who have gone to the meetings.
Okay.
I mean, it's just the way that it is.
What is it about these people that drive you so nuts? Because you're always talking
It's
about
the leadership.
You are always talking about them.
Yeah,
they
I will
really
call
piss
them
you
out.
off.
Yeah, I'll call them out because they have a job. That's the deal. If you and you don't get paid, by the way, but they're like the losers that got their ass kicked every day in high school and said, someday I'm going to get mine. And this is theirs. They're in a little echo chamber of going, look how important I am. I am the best person ever because I have all these people that think I'm special. No, you're not special. You suck at your job. And it is a job and you don't do it. Your job is to get
What is their
Republicans
job?
elected.
That's
their
what the job is?
to get people to run for office. They can't even, we have a state attorney, Dave Ehrenberg. I love Dave. He's a friend of mine. You know, he's liberal and everything else. Did the Republicans even put anyone up against him? No. Joe Abruzzo is now the clerk of the courts. Are you kidding me? I like Joe. He's a nice guy, and I'll hang out with him and have a beer with him. I don't be around if he's taking pictures because, you know, he likes taking pictures of himself in position. But the thing is, you know who ran against him from the GOP? Nobody. Nobody ran against this guy.
What's that story, Joe Abruzzo?
What's that?
What happened?
Oh, no. Joe got caught taking pictures of himself and went through a nasty divorce. And, you know, God love him. And he was a state rep and senator and, you know, the whole deal here. But he walked into an office, literally walked into the office. No one ran against him. And the GOP here. And then they go like this. Well, we put people up and we ran. Yeah, last time you had 25 seats that no one ran for as a GOP, as a Republican. And this time you had 14. Sucking less does not mean you don't suck. That's just the truth of it. And they monumentally suck. They put someone up and she ran. And when I met with her, we got an argument, go figure, because she said to me, well, they told me I just had to put my name down. And if I put my name down, I would win. Well, no, you're not going to win. But no, these are not, it's a job you're applying for. You know, you should want to do something and accomplish something. Otherwise, it's not worth doing. You know, when I join organizations and you know, whether on different boards and things like that, I become the chairman of the board because I want to accomplish something. Otherwise, I don't want to waste my time sitting on a dais and just, you know, wasting my time. It's just not worth it. And this is what the people need to do. It's a job. Do your job.
So you always become chairman of the board?
Yeah, pretty much most of the organization, well, all of the organizations I've ever joined, Children's Healing Institute, Construction Industry Licensing Board, the Building Code Advisory Board, you know, any of the companies that I'm associated with, I wind up usually becoming chairman. Just
Would you consider yourself an alpha?
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah. Now, what does it take to be an alpha? Would you say it's strictly like your physical prowess or whatever, or would you think it's more about alpha, like your brain?
I don't know. I think alpha's got nothing to do with brain power because there's a lot of guys out there that are and girls that are alpha girls, but you know, alpha males.
What is alpha?
Hey, kind of like just take control of a situation. Feel like when you walk in, you're going to, you know, that feeling of needing to accomplish something, regardless of what it is. And you know, some people confuse it with being cocky, but you know, and confidence and cockiness is kind of, it's a balancing act you have to do. And I mean, and there's times when you get in your echo chamber that you feel special. And then, you know, then God has a way of working it out where, you know, he says, no, you ain't so special, bro. And so, you know, brings you back down to earth.
Always.
So you have to be, you know, if you're truly an alpha, you'll be able to check that as much as you possibly can so that you can actually accomplish something. And the goal is to accomplish something. No matter what you do, every day when you wake up, you should have a list of things that you want to accomplish. You should, you know, and there's a lot of people, and depression is hitting a lot of people these days, and they wake up in the morning, they don't go to work, they feel like they're not accomplishing anything. The best advice that I could give someone like that is write a list, a to-do list every single day or every single night before you wake up. And when you wake up, you look at it, and if you have nothing to put, then the first thing you put on it is get out of bed, brush your teeth, put on your clothes. And those are things you're going to do anyway. But when you have them on a list, you can start checking them off. And as you look at the side of the sheet where all the little checkoffs are, you're like, I accomplished something. Even as mundane as that. And that will put you in the mindset to continue to accomplish things. Then you'll start adding to that list. You know what? Now I'm going to clean the nasty side of my room that I always just throw stuff at. Now I'm going to sort through this. I'm going to go through my closet. I'm going to go meet people. I'm going to, whatever it is. But it creates a habit of being able to feel like you're accomplishing something. And especially today when we don't have this social, here in Florida, we're blessed, because we've been pretty open. I mean, Ron's done a great job with as governor here and fought to keep us open as much as humanly possible. I mean, here in Palm Beach County with the morons that we have and Broward County and our county commissioners, a lot of them are great friends of mine. But doesn't mean that they were right. In fact, they were wrong. And shutting stuff down that will have nothing to do with people not getting COVID. Literally nothing. If you sit home all day, one little COVID germ is going to get you and just put you down. If you're out and you wind up coming in contact with it here and there and a little bit, you'll build up an immunity. And that's how you get herd immunity. And it's real. I mean, we do it all the time. I don't get the flu shot. I don't get the flu either because I'm out.
Me neither.
It's like when you're a little kid, and someday you'll have kids. All right, I'll let you have kids now. But
yeah, I wasn't going to have kids before. Was that before the conversation? That's before we started, right?
But now you can have them. But when you have them,
you were saying,
let them eat dirt.
What were you saying?
Let them hang out with the schnugger up
You
kids.
said I'm too old to have
You're
kids.
way too old.
Too old.
Yeah. No, but you can. But when you do, let them hang out with kids and eat the dirt. Let them hang out with the kids with the runny nose and get all dirty and messy and everything. It builds up immunity. It makes them stronger. And a healthy, strong immune system is what you need. I mean, knock on wood. I don't get sick. I don't have time for it. I don't want to. So I just don't. But I'm also active and doing things.
So funny. That's how I am.
Yeah.
I won't allow it.
Yeah. I mean, but there's something to that.
I think there is something to it. I think I say regularly that if you want to get, if you really want to get COVID, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You will. And if you really don't want to get it, you won't
like
get
I say about everything. If you think you can't, you can't. If you
I
think
say
you can,
that though, but I say if you really want to get it, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You will.
And some of these people, they want it so bad.
They want it so bad.
Yeah.
I think
know why? Because they got nothing else.
Because then they could they have an excuse to stay home and be bums.
Makes me crazy.
I got COVID and I'm like, I'm almost died.
Well, it's their badge of honor. It's their
badge of honor.
Look at me.
My badge of honor will be not getting it. Honestly.
Oh, knock on wood. I hope you don't get it.
No, I'm not going to get it. I already know I'm not going to get it. I'm definitely not.
Yeah, I think I'm on the out list. I actually think that I had it last November.
I just got a test. I had to get a test.
Oh, you did?
Because my mom demanded it.
Oh.
Because I got to go see her. You know
No.
the whole background. Yeah. And so, out of respect for her, I did it.
Yeah.
I was thinking the whole time, wow, this puts me in this position where I have to enter my name into a database thing that I don't like. I got to put my social security number and all that stuff, and then do some kind of test, submit to a test.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I just don't.
Agree.
And then I also,
but you had to
almost feel like they give it to you or something like that.
Well, the tests are really not reliable.
Maybe they want to give it to you like that.
Well, no, they want to give you tests. They get paid an enormous amount of money to test people. Yeah. So, it cracks me up. It's like, well, do you think a testing company would actually falsify tests?
Absolutely, because it's a scam. They get paid.
You idiots.
Absolutely.
Of course. A testing company makes $0 if no one goes to get tested.
Let's zero in on this because as an entrepreneurial person who knows business, you also recognize scams, right? And in Florida, there's a lot of scams.
My God.
There's usually a new scam every year. There is. There's a lot of scams that happen. I mean, there was the Medicare scams that were going on. They had telephone scams where they'd flip your phone. There was a lot of stuff that went down in this state. And I would say that, yes, you're like you were saying, COVID's real, but there's a scam thing going on. And I'm not saying the whole thing is a scam, like it's fake. I think that people are they're motivated to do some scamming shit in order to make money. And then all of that's happening where all these people are buying into it and scamming. And it's a big cluster of scamming. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, there always is. People that are going to take advantage of any situation.
We're basically like you were talking about just now about everything getting worse than it is and stuff and always bullshitting.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just it's a circle jerk of that all throughout the world.
Yeah, no, look, there's always people willing to take advantage of any situation.
How do you explain that about that you were saying how the Dems totally weaponized this whole thing in order to get Trump out? But globally, people are all losing this shit, right? How do you explain that? I mean,
Because they don't care. Their mentality is win at any expense. They just don't care. They just want to win.
So they would do that to the world?
They don't care. Whether they said their intent was, let's destroy the world's economy so that we can do this. And by the way,
but what about all the Italians
more
dying?
Millionaires and billionaires were made.
Remember all the Italians
during
dying?
COVID than any other time.
Mm-hmm.
Because people saw the opportunity. Look, we got Jeff Green over here, on the island. How do you make most of his money? He bet against the economy when it was crashing. He made a ton of money doing that. When the market went to $30,000 and then or 30,000 points and then shot down, people made tons of money. Look what just happened with the Redit group and, all of those group of companies, the Blockbuster and, all of that. It was not Blockbuster, GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
All of that stuff. People made money riding it up. People made money riding it down.
What do you think about that? Tell me about that. Let's get into that for a second because, you play the market or whatever. You're an investor, and I think not to get personal, but whatever. You have people in your family who are doing that too and stuff. What do you think about the whole GameStop situation and stuff?
How dare we as a people forbid people from losing money? If someone wants to lose money, God bless them. If they want to play it, God bless them. I really don't care. If you're going to invest in GameStop,
can you sum that up for people who might not know? Everybody knows that though, basically. But what was the deal with that?
So what happened was, and God love Elon Musk. This guy's crazy. I love this freaking guy. But so what happened was, a big hedge fund came out and said we're going to short. No, weren't going to short. They shorted GameStop. Now think about this. They short GameStop, which means they're going to sell their stock that they don't have. And then they're going to announce they're shorting it, which means GameStop sucks as a company. So then what happens? Everyone sells out of it, and it's kind of self-fulfilling prophecy.
They do that anyway because the market is all about confidence, right?
All about confidence.
It's all about confidence, and it's all about there's people that can have certain perceptions and shape perceptions, right? And
that's what this fund did. Mm-hmm. And so then when the stock went down, they borrowed the stock when it was higher, they sold it, made the money, and then when the stock went down, they bought it back, said, here's the stock back, but they made that spread. Well, Reddit said, enough of this crap. Everybody go out and buy GameStop. We're going to stick it to the freaking man. We're going to stick it to this fund, which, by the way, funds control stocks all the time. Because if Warren Buffett came out and said, I'm buying Pepsi instead of Coca-Cola right now, because he's a big fan of Coca-Cola, has been in Coca-Cola forever. It's one of his largest holdings in Berkshire Hathaway. If he said that, Coca-Cola would instantly plummet and Pepsi would instantly rise. So these funds have been controlling the market forever. And so what happened was Reddit said, we're going to buy it and screw these guys. And that's what they did. They took a company that has the worst possible, it's like being Blockbuster. GameStop, nobody goes anymore. You can do everything on your phone and on your computer. And
I know. Obviously, that was gonna go down.
There are no fundamentals. There's no fundamentals to invest in this company.
The fact that you're calling it Blockbuster